them off. I think we're live. Welcome, everyone. I think we are anyway. Let's see. Let me do what I always got to do. We got to make sure everything is all set and good to go. I am out of center here. Let's see if I can get myself centered. Okay, there we are. And I think I am going to need to lower the volume on the computer. How is everyone doing tonight? Whew. Okay. Hashtag water. Everybody's coming over from Corey. It must have been the hashtag water tonight. That's an interesting one. Water change. Wada. We got waters. All kinds of stuff. Good. All right. It is Thursday night. It's 9:00, which means it's time for Tank Talk Live. We've got an absolutely outrageous amount of things to talk about tonight. I've already pre-warned my lovely co-host Lisa here that the beginning of this scream, because we're going to be screaming, the beginning of this stream is going to involve quite a bit of me talking. Sorry, but it just kind of is what it is.
That's news.
Yeah, I know that's shocking to everyone listening, but I would love it if I could get a audio and video check, if that would be possible here. Let's see. I'm just waiting on it. Once I see it, then I'm ready to go. Drink water. Water, audio, video is great. Thank you, Bob. Okay, so.
I've got water in my mom cup.
Got to label it.
Yeah, says mom because I don't want anybody drinking out of my cup.
Okay, beta time story. I said beta out of respect because that's probably the way you want me to say it. Welcome as a new member. That's the first thing that we're going to talk about here tonight is channel members, folks. Don't think I'm going to be giving you some kind of big, wow, here's another one. Dylan Rubel. I hope I'm saying your name right. Not getting ready to give you a great big sales pitch on channel members. I promise you. But I do have to explain something that has happened over the course of the last few days. Well, it was, I guess, 4 or 5 days ago. I've been getting a lot of questions on, I've gotten a few emails. We've gotten comments on videos, people wondering what happened. My channel membership, it got canceled. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Do you want me to put the camera on just me? So you got to pick your nose or something?
Really?
Okay. So the answer to those questions is absolutely not. No one did anything wrong. I tried my best to explain this to the channel members before I actually implemented the change, but I understand, particularly in this chaotic world that we're living in right now, where it is the apocalypse. I understand that not everyone is, glued to YouTube to find out what's going on. So I tried to make everybody aware, but I understand not everybody was able to be a part of that. So here's the deal. What was it? Like 7-8 months ago, we got the tiers from YouTube. Mm-hmm. YouTube gave us the ability to offer tiers on our channel memberships, which is basically making the YouTube channel memberships just like Patreon, where we can have members at this level that get this, members at this level get this. And as you go up and as the members commit more money, they're going to get more stuff from us. That's what we did. And we got flooded. I mean, we got a lot of people joining at levels that are below or above the $5 mark, which was great. It was awesome. We had every intention to do a lot of really cool things for all the different members, different levels. The problem is that when we made that change, something else happened. 2 things happened. One, our channel blew up. It done blowed up.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm not going to bore you with details, but I started having a lot of issues with my other job. Boring stuff here. There's no reason to talk about it, but a lot of nonsense started happening with that other job. And so basically what fell to the wayside, if you will, is us being able to do all of those extra things for the different tiers. We've been putting up stuff for channel members. We've been giving channel members stuff that others don't get. And we're going to talk about something big in a minute that channel members are going to get. We've been doing that, but everything that we've been putting out has been for everyone. And it was something that bothers us. We've never received one complaint from any channel member ever saying anything like, you're not doing what you promised. It's never been a thing that has happened from members. It's been completely us. We have, it bothers us. I would lose sleep over this because we were not doing what we promised that we were going to do. So what we made the decision to do, this was not my decision. This was not her decision. This was our decision. And no, Corey did not have anything to do with this. I've already gotten messages from a couple of YouTubers. Corey had something to do with that, didn't he? No. Of
It
course,
was probably the timing.
Of course, I did consult Corey. He was sitting right here. Of course, I asked him his thoughts on it. This is something that we've been thinking about doing for quite some time. It's been maybe a month we've been talking about it. Yeah. And so I did consult him. I respect Corey. He's the authority on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to tell you what he said about it, but we made the decision to go ahead and just consolidate everything down to the $5 membership level, and everybody gets everything. There is no certain level that's going to entitle you. Everyone gets everything, period. That's what it is. So if you are someone who was a member at a higher level, don't you smile at me. You're going to distract me with that smile.
Read something that Corey said. Caught you a treadmill unplugged.
Yeah, it is unplugged. And you know what? It was unplugged when you were here too, because she unplugs it because she's afraid the treadmill's going to burn the house down.
I come downstairs and I always unplug things that don't need to be plugged in. It's a phobia. I have a fear of fire. So.
I totally get it. And that is true. So anyway, that's what's happened with the channel members. If you are someone who was a member at a higher level, we would definitely love it if you would save yourself a little money and come back to us at the $5 level. If you're someone who was at the $2 level, if you can't afford it, I get it. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Just understand that this was not something that had to do with us with making money. I mean, of course we make money when there's our channel memberships. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that that doesn't happen. But what I will tell you is we lost a significant amount of money by making this change. Not trying to get anybody to feel sorry for us. It's just, it is what it is, but it was worth it to me for the peace of mind. Right. We said it at the exact same time. For the peace of mind, feeling better about what I'm doing. That's why we made the change. So if you want to come back, we'd love to have you. We've got a lot of really cool things planned, including what I am going to talk about next, which everything that we're going to talk about here tonight kind of, it leads into the next thing. It's absolutely perfect. And that is the 10 things video from Sunday, or the lack thereof. There was not a 10 things video. And there's a very particular reason for that. I worked many hours on a video, a 10 things video that was going to upload on Sunday. In fact, it did upload, but there was a problem, a very simple problem. It's a problem that is going to be corrected in 2 different ways, which we will get into. But what I did, dinner, it is what it is. It was the top 10 movies about fish. Come on. How cool is that? I felt like Watch Mojo. I had so much fun doing this.
He had so much fun that he pushed me out of the way and pulled a Corey.
Well, yeah, it was just me. It was the whole movie was just me. She wasn't in it. And I don't even know why that happened, but
because you're the movie.
I'm definitely the movie person.
You're the movie person. You know
So,
more about him.
Yeah, it was just me, but this thing was amazing. I was so proud of it. I was so happy with the way this video turned out. But there was a problem with it. I used, and a lot of YouTubers do this, I used a ton of clips from those movies. I used clips from trailers. I used all different types of clips from the movies that I was talking about on this video. And the problem is I don't own those videos. I don't own those clips. And so when I uploaded it on Saturday, and YouTube's system immediately picked up on it. And then I went out into the garage to do water changes, and all of a sudden the phone starts blowing up, all these emails from YouTube. See, their system will detect if there is a problem with your video, a community guidelines problem or a copyright problem or something like that, or a problem that's just a monetization problem where they say, hey, you dropped the F word too many times in that video. We're not going to monetize it because you're an idiot and don't know how to watch your mouth. I've never had one of those. And I've never had the emails talking about copyright infringements either. But that happened on this one. And you know what? I was not totally shocked. What was there, like 6 emails? I mean, it was a lot.
The first time I saw it, I was like, uh-oh, what's this?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was not a complete shock for me. I didn't expect it, but it wasn't a shock for me. It was like, if it happens, it happens. That's fine. So basically, what would have happened with that video is it would have gone live and it would have not been monetizable for us. Now, that's not a huge issue. I mean, we can sacrifice. Uh-oh, I hope this isn't out. I just got another little error thing here. Hopefully we're still live. Hopefully everything's good to go. Looks fine on here. I don't know. This is weird, but this happened last week too. It's not a big deal to me if we sacrifice one video. If we lose monetization on one video, our kids are still going to eat. It's not going to be a bad thing. It's no big deal. But I felt weird about it. I felt oogie about it. I felt like I was like, I don't know. I just felt weird. It didn't feel right to me. I've got an impeccable record with YouTube. I've never had them yell at me for anything. And I just didn't like it. It felt weird. So I did what I do. I consulted you. What do you think we should do about it? And you were like, I'm okay with whatever you decide to do. And of course, I consulted my consigliere, Corey. And
I'm pretty sure the first thing I said was, yeah, you should definitely ask Corey what he thinks.
Of course you were going to say that. I should have known you were going to say that. She did. And I told her, I said, I don't need to talk to Corey about it. I know how the whole system works. I know what that is.
He did say that. And then
it wasn't.
And then he messaged Corey.
It was a different reason why I messaged him. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What we made the decision to do was go ahead and scrap that video. It's still on YouTube. You just can't see it because it's private. But we kept that video private, and we decided to make the video, which we had uploaded also on Saturday, for members only. We made that available to the public. So channel members, if you saw that and you were like, hey, that's not right. That was supposed to be a members only video. That's why it happened. And also we got a lot of comments from people saying, I don't think we're supposed to be able to watch this. It says members only. Well, that's why, because we decided rather than go through all of the shenanigans of dealing with the copyright issues and all that, we just said, you know what? We will scrap it. We'll put up the members only video, and that's just how we'll do it. So now the interesting thing about it is we will be making that video available. Again, not a sales pitch. Come on, folks. I'm not trying to be that way. But as a reward for everything that has happened over the last week, we will make that video available to channel members tomorrow. 8 a.m. tomorrow, it will be available. And it'll be available to the public in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because I'm going to edit the video again. I'm not going to start over, but I'm going to do it differently. There is a way that you can do that without getting any issues with copyright, which is basically, it's just a different editing style, basically, is what I'm going to do. So the video is not going to be the same, but it's going to be just as good. If you want to see the video in its original form and you're a channel member, you will see it tomorrow at 8 a.m. Make sure you watch that because it's very, very cool. Very proud of it. It's one of my favorites that I've done. You might hate it, and that'll make me sad, but it's, I love it. I was really happy with it. There's a couple of pretty cute little things in that video. One of the movies is Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. I mean, the guy was an aquarium maintenance guy. That's what he did. That's what Rob Schneider's character did in that. So it's a fish movie. Hey, fishy, fishy, fishy. So that's part of it. But anyway, Had a lot of fun with it. I hope you enjoy it. You'll get to see it tomorrow. The others it'll be available to the public in a couple of weeks. It will just look a little bit different. I did see something. So my membership got canceled. Do I need to reapply? If you want to, yes, Duke City Aquariums. I don't know what level you were signed up at before, but the only level that's available now is the $5 level. So if you were signed up higher than that, it's cheaper for you. And if you were at the $2 level, then it's a few dollars more. If you don't want to do it, I'm not going to be mad at you. We're all good. Everything is going to be fine. So that's that. Enough about memberships. I did not want to do that and make it all about channel memberships. The channel memberships are very important to us. We've got a lot of plans for the memberships, but I don't want to be doing an hour-long commercial every single week about channel members. So next item on the agenda, young lady, is the big fish deal.
Are you going to talk about DB?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to get to that. Allie Patton signed up as a member today. She was one that was at one of the higher levels. Dylan Rubel, I think I said already. Kira Heflin, welcome everyone, and welcome back, Allie. Welcome back to the others too, if you were a member before. And David Schmoyer just signed on. I wonder if that's Tim's brother. You know who Tim Schmoyer is. Fish Tank Barn with the $5 ice cream fund. Thank you so much, Mike. Going to be talking about you in just a couple of seconds. And Red Raven, Deuce Bigelow 1 and 2, A Fish Called Wanda, Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, Jaws. All but 2 of the video or the movies that you just suggested. All but 2 of them were on my list. You'll have to watch it to find out what it is. It'll be available to the public in just a couple of weeks. Don't worry. So there he is. Duke City Aquarium decided to come on back in. So yeah, very exciting. Hope nobody's mad at us for making that decision. I hope you can understand it was made to make us feel better, make us feel like we are giving more value to the people that are members and not having money be attached to that. Meaning you get extra if you pay extra money. It never felt right to me. So there we go. We're done with that. The big fish deal. We were on the fence last week when we talked with you live, and it turned out we did not go. It was something we were very sad about. We basically, what was it, like Friday morning? Our plan was to go up Friday evening, spend the night up there, and then be there all day for the event on Saturday, and then come home Saturday night. We made the decision on Friday to not go up on Friday.
Thank goodness, too, after everything that's happened.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, at first it was, okay, we're just not going to go up Friday night, but we'll go up the next morning,
right,
and we'll be there for the event, and then we'll come home. But throughout the day on Friday, everybody knows what happened. I mean, the world came crashing down, and everything changed, and all of a sudden everything was getting canceled, and everybody's in a panic. And by Saturday morning, we were just like, no, it's just not. It's not going to be worth it. I got to go out every day and work. If I don't, we're going to be hurting. We've got a bunch of kids that live here. I mean, it just couldn't do it. It's not something that we wanted to do. And plus the scary thing about it for me too is we could have it and we don't know. And then we go up there and everybody's going to want to shake our hands and do shelfies, because that's what they do, is shelfies at those events. They're going to want to take selfies. And here we are spreading this around to everybody. We didn't want to be scared to be up there, if it makes sense. So we decided to bail on it. But I was very glad to see that they still did the event. I was nervous. I mean, listen, the Big Fish deal is put on by a small club. It's a local club. This is not the WPA. This is not Aquashella. This is a small club that gets together and puts this event together. And it's where a lot of their yearly income comes from the auction and stuff like that, and tickets and everything else. So if they wouldn't have done it, I can only imagine how much money they would have lost, and that would have broken my heart. But they still went ahead with it. And it looks like it turned out very good. It was not what it would have been. And it had nothing to do with us not being there. But there might have been 3 additional people that showed up if we went, and 2 of them would have been us. But it still went off. They still did their thing, and I'm so glad that they did. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch any of the footage from the event because I was so sad. I was sad, and it was just going to make me angry if I watched the footage. But I did watch a little bit of something, and that's what we're going to talk about now. Buckle up, Mike Howe, because things getting ready to get a little squirrely in here tonight. You want me to put the camera? You don't want to be a part of this. You want me to put the camera on me?
Okay.
Let me real quick. Let me thank Duke City Aquariums again, Multi-Tank Addiction, Maggie Blystone. The name sounds familiar. I think you remember before. Crab. Come on, man. I'm trying my hardest. Or ma'am. I don't know what you are. Welcome to the team. Natalie O'Malley, highlight of my week watching y'all. How special is that? Multi-Tank Addiction comes in with the big purple, weird looking thing. I don't know what that is, but it's adorable. And Kaler's Aquatics, just because I look forward to and enjoy supporting the channel. Thanks, Lisa and John.
Thank you.
The fact that Bob didn't go to the Big Fish deal had a lot to do with why we didn't go. If he was there, we would have been there. No doubt about it. Just trying to make you feel bad, Bob. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you there or at one of the events if they all don't get canceled. So I couldn't watch the event footage. Everybody did a great job. I'm sure they did. But I heard a little something happened, and I wanted to see for myself what it was, because I was doing some YouTube work Sunday night, and I put on Susie Q's live stream, Q Aquatics. She's a doll. I just adore that woman. And I put her on to let her be kind of my background music, while I was doing my work. I mean, it's writing scripts and stuff. I mean, it's not like I'm digging a ditch or anything. And I heard her talk about something that happened. I don't know if she was super clear about what happened, but I heard her mention something about some drama that happened with the fish tank barn. And I'm like, oh no, nobody better mess with my guy up there. I mean, no, that can't happen. So the next morning on the way to work, I watched her live stream because I had heard that it happened during the live fish auction.
Yeah.
So do you want to be on here, or do you want me to have you off? What do you want to do?
I don't care. I mean,
it's up to you. I'm going to put you on just because it's easier for them to look at you than it is me.
Whatever.
So,
my facial expressions when you say silly things.
It's definitely, it's definitely, yeah. Anyway, see, you get me all distracted.
Just tell the story.
So I put on the auction, and what I saw was a pretty special thing. Now, I don't know if there were people that were supposed to be doing the auction and they didn't go like we did, they didn't show up, or maybe they got sick or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but what I did see was Haley from Oddball Aquatics and Mike Howe from the Fish Tank Barn. I saw those two grab a hold of the reins of that auction and knock that auction out. Those two did an absolutely amazing job. Haley is a natural auctioneer, and the auctioneer would be the person that's going 25, give me 25, blah, blah, blah. Now, she wasn't up there like Barrett Jackson, blah, 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 wasn't all like that, but she was doing a wonderful job. She was very excited and enthusiastic, and she's running around all over the place, and she's doing the things that you would expect an auctioneer to do. And the biggest thing about it was that she was pulling big numbers. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the auction is where this club is going to get the bulk of their money from this event. And every dollar extra that she gets when she's auctioning off these fish is an extra dollar that's going to the club. She's not doing this for any kind of cut. She's not doing this for any kind of money. She's doing this completely voluntarily because she wants to help the club out. This is a woman that lives in, I think, Indiana, I'm pretty sure. And Mike, I know for sure, lives in Michigan. These are two people that live all the way or halfway across the country And they chose to stay there and do this voluntarily to help out the club. You got to appreciate that. And what I saw was a bunch of people having a good time. The energy was super high. Everybody was enjoying themselves. You could hear that ambient noise. You know what I mean? Like you could hear people talking and they're laughing and they're enjoying themselves and they're all participating in the auction. Mike is running back and forth. Haley's running back and forth. It's an exciting thing to see. Now, I enjoy auctions. I mean, I had my heart broke the week we went up to that meeting with Corey, and the auction, we stayed for the whole thing. We enjoyed the whole thing, but we couldn't buy anything because they only took cash and we only had cards. But
I was so upset too, because I was like, I just want to say something. I just want to be like $20 or something. I just want it to be able to bid on something so bad.
There was a few things that I would have definitely bid on too, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And basically, Haley, like I said, was the auctioneer. She was up on the stage. She had her little headset on. She was running around like Garth Brooks and getting all the most money possible. What Mike was doing was he was the announcer, I guess you could call it. He was the auction announcer. So they would bring a new fish up to the block. They would hand it to him. He would take the fish in the bag and he would say, okay, we've got blah, blah, blah angels or whatever it is that they were auctioning off at the time. And he would read what the fish is. He would read the scientific name and then tell a little bit about the fish. They also put it up on the screen and all of this kind of stuff. It was actually a quite nice production. If you've ever been to a fish auction, you've seen this kind of thing. And they were doing an amazing job. It was energetic. Everybody was having fun. It was a beautiful thing. And then it happened. Then it happened. This kind of stuff bothers me more than I can even express in words. And if I was there, I probably would have made a fool of myself. Now, I'm not one of these people that puffs out my chest and says, if I was there, I would have. I'm not that guy. But I will say I would not have handled myself as professionally as Mike Howe did. So here's what happened. As Mike was reading the names and as Haley was reading the names and doing all of their thing, Mike started receiving a little heckling. He started getting heckled a little bit. And I'm actually upset with Bob Steenfott because I heard him talk about this the other night on his stream and he used the word heckle. And I wanted that word for me. It's perfect what was happening because Mike was up there with his microphone and he's saying the names and you would hear this guy. I don't know the guy's name. I'm going to, for the sake of this conversation, we'll name him DB. I don't know his name. So we'll just call him DB. That's what we'll refer to this guy as. He would, out of nowhere, start heckling Mike and correcting him on the names of these fish. See, because DB showed up to the meeting that day and he walked in the room, he looked around and he sized up the room and he said, you know what? I am the smartest guy in the room. And he knew it. And he was advertising that to everyone throughout this auction because if Mike slipped up one little bit and said, and gave a soft eye instead of a hard eye, this guy was yelling loudly. You can see all of this on the stream, folks. It's on YouTube for you to see. It is in the description of this live stream right now. Don't go now though. Stay with us and then go later on after all the other streams are over. It's at the 1 hour and 29 minute mark, I think, is when this actually happens.
I think I heard 1 hour and 20 minutes. I still haven't even watched it, but story time is awesome. I can only imagine.
It's, you'll enjoy it. It'll make you mad. So this guy starts heckling Mike, and it's over and over and over again, multiple times. Now, if this had happened with me, that was a sniffle because I've been talking for 10 minutes, 30 minutes straight. I don't have the fire. I'm okay. Everything's fine. I'm just a little fired up right now. So what ends up happening is Mike is much more of a professional than I am. Mike Howe from the Fish Tank Barn. He's a good guy. He's up there, microphone in hand, and he says one name wrong. I don't know what it was. And you hear this guy just it's not that fish, it's this. And I don't know what it was. I don't know what the name of it was. And Mike, so politely, looks over at him and he says, hey, if you can do better, come on up here and do it. Which is perfectly fine. I mean, the reason why Mike said that was basically to make that guy shut his mouth. That was his nice way of saying, hey, dummy, shut your mouth. But Mike was too professional for that. So he said, if you can do better, why don't you come on up here and take over? What does DB do? DB goes over there and takes over. And this is where I was mad when this happened. Because not only did he go up there and take the mic, he didn't snatch it or anything. He wasn't violent. Mike handed him the microphone. And he goes up there, and not only does he take over the responsibilities of Mike Howe, but he also takes over the auctioneer duties. He also takes over for Haley.
Oh.
And so Haley, who was doing a great job and everybody loved, is up there kind of like, doesn't even know really what to do, because he starts handling the auction as well as the announcing of it. Yeah, see, Joe Stoddard just put it up there. You're right, but I'm not going to say the name because I don't know the right name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is the one that he corrected Mike on. So you could see it instantaneously. You know that energy that I was talking about? I'm driving down the road. I've got my phone up on my phone holder thing. I'm listening to, I'm not watching it. I got the GPS on.
All right.
I'm listening to it, and I can feel the energy in that room. And when that DB went up there and took over, I also felt the room die. And see, that's the thing. That's the big problem here. You know, when you have a balloon full of air, you can release that air one of two ways. You can untie the belly button on it, and you can go and just let the air out real slow, or you can stab it with a knife and it's going to go and all of the air's out of there. That's kind of like what happened with that room. You just felt that room die to nothing. And he's up there fumbling around, and the most beautiful thing happened. It was so glorious. People might have looked at me funny because I was driving. I might have fist bumped because the second fish, he mispronounced the name. The guy, we've been talking about him, DB, you know who I'm talking about. Smartest guy in the room gets up there because he can do so much better of a job than Mike, gets up there and mispronounces the second fish.
Well, apparently this is old news. That's what BB said.
Who's BB?
I don't know. I have to look in the chat.
Bad Bob.
This is history.
Hey, I asked him if he was going to talk about it, and he said, probably not. And then I said, good, because I want to. So then, of course, he talked about it on his stream. But it was so glorious to see this guy basically fall on his face up there. And the thing is, you could see Haley kind of pacing in the background like she doesn't know what to do because this guy just took over her job. She was doing a great job of. It's not like, so was Mike, by the way. I mean, both of them were doing a phenomenal job. Didn't need to be relieved, either one of them. And this guy just got up there and bombed like Carlos Mencia going up at the Laugh Factory at 1 o'clock in the morning. Or no, the Comedy Store, excuse me. You don't get that reference, but that's okay. I forgive you. It was fun to watch.
Probably half the people watching don't get that reference.
Carlos Mencia is the guy that was stealing jokes from people, and Joe Rogan went up to him at the Comedy Store and embarrassed him on stage. Come on, it's a stand-up comedy reference. But anyway, I'll explain it to you after the stream. I'll show you the video of that. But it was so much fun to see. And I'm going to tell you one of the most glorious parts of the whole thing. And if you watch this, just look for it, because it is a beautiful thing to see. I adore Mike Howe. I really do. And it's not because he super chats us $5 every week. It's because I've had a lot of conversations with that guy in person. He's driven me around in the dad van. That's a good dude right there. And it was so amazing to see Susie Q take the camera over And Mike had politely walked away and sat in the front row or second row of the auction. And she takes the camera over and puts it on him. And you see Mike, that gentle giant of a guy that he is, kind of looks over and just kind of giggles at the camera while this guy is up there bombing. It was a glorious thing. So what I forgot to mention, folks, this is a new segment here on this live stream. This is something I might do every week. Not going to talk about DB every week, but I'm saying I'm going to do this when it's needed. It's a segment that's going to be called Advice That No One Asked For. And today's advice that no one asked for goes out to my friend DB, the guy that we've been talking about this whole time. Listen, it's okay to walk into a room and not be the smartest guy in the room. It's okay to walk into a room and not feel superior to everyone else in that room. And it's okay for people that are volunteering their time, that are from halfway across the country, that could have left hours earlier and been halfway home, but they decided to stay there voluntarily, donating their time. We're doing a hell of a lot better job than you did when you got up there. It's okay for one or both of them to make a mistake and for you to sit there with your mouth shut. That's my advice to you. Keep your mouth shut. You're not the smartest guy in the room, and just let it go. It's okay. We can say these fish names wrong. You've heard me say beta 4 times already. I know I'm saying it wrong. And guess what? I don't care. He's on the other end of this. If he's watching this, he's like, it's beta. I promise you he's doing that. But anyway, it's okay to not be the smartest guy in the room. And it's okay at an event like that to just sit there quietly and enjoy yourself like everyone else.
Yep.
So there you go. That is that's my rant about that. I don't like seeing people get embarrassed like that unless it's the person that's the bad guy. I enjoy seeing them get embarrassed. I don't like what happened to Mike. I don't like what happened to Haley. And oh, by the way, the guy gave up after about 5 minutes because he was doing terrible. He was basically leaning up against the podium, just sitting there lazy. Haley tried to bail him out, but she did a good job of that. And then he finally gave the microphone back to Mike, and there was actual applause when Mike got the microphone back. And they continued on, and they did a great thing. Thank you to Mike and to Haley. You guys did an amazing job. You saved it, and it was a beautiful thing to see. So that's it. What's Bob saying I'm lying about? How dare he? Somebody must have said something. I know he ain't talking about me. So anyway, that's that. No more talk about that. You're chomping at the bit to say something. What do you got going on? Okay.
I mean, you were over there pretty much saying it all. What do you want me to say?
It felt good too. It felt good to do that.
I could tell.
I struggle when I see people do stuff like that. It really bothers me. And you know, it is what it is. Let me go ahead and get through these real quick, and then I want to share something with you that came through in the mail this week, which was a total surprise. It's right here.
Can you give me something that I gave you today? I just want to look.
This?
No.
What did I
when
give
I
you?
When I came back today, I handed you something, and you're like, "Aw."
Oh, yeah, but he said he didn't want it read.
I know that.
Where is it?
Well, I just wanted to see something.
Oh, I know where I put it. Yeah, I'll put the camera on you. I'll go get it.
Oh.
There you go. Camera's on you.
Alrighty. Okie dokie then. So, we had a very interesting thing happen today. I went to the post office, and I'm not going to read anything or anything like that, but I got a very sincere letter, John and I, from somebody who we inspired, and he also mentioned Corey, and it was really sweet to get a letter saying that you've helped somebody, not just with taking care of fish tanks and stuff like that, but just you've helped somebody. And I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to embarrass the person or anything.
And the person actually said not to.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let him know, if he's watching, that we did get the letter, and it really meant a lot to us that we meant that much to you to send us the letter. So thank you.
And it should be mentioned, the beautiful work that you did behind you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to keep the camera on you. I'm not on camera right now. That is actually, are we going to say what that was supposed to be for?
Well, not all of it. There is the one stone right there on the right that was not going to go there. But I had bought a 15-gallon cube tank and a light and lid and heater, all that stuff.
It's right there. The tank is right there.
I bought that. I had gone to House of Tropicals and I got all kinds of stuff to escape this tank for the big fish deal. And I decided to use it in this tank behind me because it was looking kind of boring. So anyways, there it is. It's all back there. The angels are happy, the Danios and the Harlequins. So
Yeah, you lost Lisa's audio. That's because I didn't have it set up right. My bad. Here it is. Everybody's.
Yeah, oh, so did sorry. I like say everything and nobody heard me?
You might have. Yeah, sorry about that. That's my fault. I set that thing up last minute, and my fault totally. Sorry about that. So if you missed what she said, she was saying she escaped that because we're quarantined and nothing else to do. So there we go. Sorry about that. I've done that to you 2 times now. I've removed your audio.
Pretty sure I said a whole lot more than that, but it's fine.
But Corey says they're discussing pizza right now. I could talk pizza all day long. Okay, whoever's texting me, thank you. Appreciate it. 4 different people sent me messages on Facebook.
Awesome.
Sorry about that. But yeah, thank you all for letting me know. I'm an idiot. I know this already. It is, yeah. Only missed the very end. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't miss much. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, who cares what I have
all
to say?
You missed was me basically explaining that I put that in that view so that you could see the tank behind her because it's a beautiful thing. If we turn this a little bit, there you go. Look at that. So you're just going to have to be cognizant of where you are. So I am going to escape this tank. I've got a very special fish for it. And it's going to be a special tank. It's going to be a video that I'm really excited about. I can't wait to make it. And it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be controversial. I think it might be one of those things where the very single second you hear the concept, it might be a little offensive, but then you'll understand it's not. I'm not trying to bait anybody here. I'm just saying, yeah, Lisa finally talks and he mutes her. Yeah, shut up, Bob. You just keep to yourself. Remember what I said about not being the smartest guy in the room? I was talking to you too. So there's something else very special. You talked about getting something in the mail, and that was very special from that person. Read the whole thing. If you are watching this stream, it means a lot that you took the time to do that. You didn't take the time to email it. That's not very personal. You took the time to type this whole thing out, print it out, and mail it to us. That's a very special thing. So thank you so much for that. But I also, 2 days ago, I got home and there was this huge box on my porch. I'm like, I wonder what Lisa ordered. That's what
Me?
I'm thinking.
You're the one that's always ordering from Amazon. There's always stuff here because of you. My packages come in little teeny.
Yeah, this one was a big one. And I go to pick it up and it's really light. I mean, it's like 4 feet by 4 feet by about 6 inches wide. So it looks like something a big picture would be in. Well, there was a big picture. I'm going to put the camera on me so that everybody can see it, because this is a beautiful thing, and I absolutely love it. We already know where we want to put it, but we're not 100% certain on it. My guy, Rack Cross, sent us this. I think I recall him asking, like maybe during a live stream, he asked it like in a nonchalant way, like what we would like. And I think I might have said wild caught discus. I'm not sure, or just discus in general. If you're not aware of what this is, Rack has been doing these abstract fish arts. I think that's what he calls it. It is a very special thing to me. I love it. It even came with little mounting things to mount it onto the wall. This is very cool. Hopefully, because I am not prepared, because I'm a bad person, hopefully somebody can put a link to, there it is. Thank you. See, I didn't even ask it yet. I didn't even get it all the way out, and Candy put it up there. Rack is a special guy. He's going to be coming on here 45 minutes from now, doing his stream. He's the nicest guy on YouTube, folks. So you should definitely go spend some time with him after this one is over. You will not be sorry. I think somebody asked what kind of, that is an Aqueon tank. It's an Aqueon 15-gallon rimless cube is what it is. And we've got a little filter on it, and you'll see all of that in the video. We already have to take the light back. It's an Aqueon light, and it's broke right out of the box. So
that would have been horrible to have that at the auctioning that off and the lights broke.
Yeah, that is just our luck. So maybe it all worked out for the better. Chad Kratz with the $5. Nice. It kept the loyalty badges for those that had to sign back up. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, because depending on how long you've been a member, will determine how long or what badge you get. Whips World, why do you call Lisa Marie? Because her name is Lisa Marie. Her middle name is Marie. Everybody calls her Lisa, so I call her Marie. That's just how it's always been. No one else is allowed to call her that but me. It's my thing and only me. Now watch, here we go. There's going to be a $2 super chat that's going to come through in about 30 seconds from Bob saying this is for Marie. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Natalie O'Malley became a member. Thank you so much for joining the team. Whips World again, because you make my drive entertaining once a week.
Aww,
that's cool.
that's
I like
awesome.
that. See, and you make fun of my stories. The first of, I'm sure, the two Steenfot Aquatics super chats with the poop emoji, because that's what Bob does. Furlough's Fish Room, it's Placostopus. Can you imagine if Mike had said that? I mean, that guy would have lost his mind. DB would have lost his mind. How many female bettas can I keep in a 20-gallon? I've got hiding spots for decor and lots of plants too. This is for the beta queen herself, by the way. Sorry, John. Yeah, I kind of figured that. So here you go.
Well,
after what Corey just said on his stream, geez.
No, I respect what Corey said. That, you know what, people are going to share their opinions, and they're going to share what's worked for them and what hasn't, and that's what a lot of this is all about. So good, I'm glad he told that story. For a 20-gallon, what I would do with lots and lots of plants, lots of hiding places, I would have 5, and then I would have dithers, meaning like harlequins or tetras, some kind of tetra, because then they're not focusing so much just on each other. Let them get adjusted. But I've kind of started to hold back a little bit on the whole beta sorority thing, because it works for me. It works perfectly fine for me in my 125. I have a lot of plants. I have a lot of dithers. Everybody gets along. So I really don't want to advise people to just go out and do it for themselves, especially in anything smaller than a 20, because you really need to know what you're doing. You shouldn't just say, you know what, I want to start this. I've never done it before. I wouldn't advise it unless you've done a lot of research and you have a backup plan. Most important would be a backup plan. So for a 20-gallon long, lots of plants, lots of hiding places, I'd say 5 and some dithers.
He actually followed that up with another $5 super chat that says, wasn't enough room. I've got 5 in there at the moment, but due to a mix-up with the breeder, I have 3 more that now need a home and no tanks. So not sure if 8 is too many. You might be pushing it into 20 gallon.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine for now, but then you can get a bigger tank.
Yeah, just keep a really close eye on them, like literally a very close eye on them. Watch throughout the day, make sure they're not getting beat up. If you see a bully, separate the bully. Just definitely keep an eye on that tank. Don't just throw food in there once a day and go about your business, because you may find a dead one. So be cautious.
Backup plan. We already talked about Bob's first troll or second troll super chat. Lisa finally talks and he mutes her. I set up, see, Bob's familiar with this because he uses OBS, even though that's not what I use. It's the same thing. You set up new scenes, and I set up a new scene and I forgot to put her microphone on it. I'm a stupid person. What do you want from me? Lefty 3213, little case A, lowercase a. I just made myself look even dumber. Welcome to the team. Melody V became a new member also. Welcome. And Multi-Tank Addiction with the $5. And I can't see what he put with that. Buy Marie an ice cream. Hey, how dare you? I said that's what I call her. No one else is allowed to call her that. So yeah, there we go. So I'm completely caught up, I think. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. It's time, 52 minutes in.
Wow.
It's time to talk about what are we going to do for the next several, business as usual for me.
Right.
But
you've got it made. I've been making your lunch for you because I don't want him getting any nasty stuff from like eating out, because that's just gross. You don't know if people are washing their hands when they're making your burger. I mean, no offense if you're somebody that works at fast food. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying right now you can't be too cautious. So
got an interesting story for you that has to do with me going out to work every day. This broke my heart. I felt about this small. I felt about the same size DB did when he got up there and took over for Mike Howe the other day.
So sad.
Went into a customer's house. I still have to work. So, this is business as usual for me. I go into people's houses every single day. I'm making sure I Purell in between every single call. I understand it's not as effective as washing hands. I know I don't need the lecture, but it's better than nothing.
He gets it from me, so.
But all day, I had to tell her today when I got home, I'm like, can you please stop with this? Like I walk in the door and she's like, did you hear there's another case in Spotsylvania? And there's I'm like, stop with this.
I just want you to be aware so you wash your hands.
I'm always going to wash my hands. But anyway, I go into this customer's house, nice older gentleman. And I go into the living room where their recliner is that's broken. And I walk in and this woman who I assumed was his wife, and it indeed was, but I didn't know at the time, is laying in the couch, curled up in a blanket like this, and is not looking good. And so I walk into the room and I'm like, oh, I see that. I'm somebody, I'm a sensitive person. I'm not going to be over the top and like, I'm not coming in here. That's gross. But there was a natural pause, like, uh-oh. And it was very awkward. And she looks up at me and she says, don't worry, cancer isn't contagious. I know now that a size 11 Brooks running shoe will fit inside of my mouth. I know that now. I felt like a horrible human being. I didn't say anything. It's not like I walked in and I was like, ew, it wasn't anything like that. I just paused like, uh-oh, what am I walking into? So, yeah, I felt like a horrible, horrible person. I am a horrible person, let's face it. But that just solidified my argument at how horrible I am.
He messaged me like right after it happened. He was like, I can't believe this happened. And then he told me, I was like, oh.
Felt so bad. River Life came in with a $10 super chat announcement. First, thanks for featuring your gift of my art. No River Life stream tonight. Giving the mods a night off. See you next week.
Oh.
Well, that's a shame. You know what, Rack? It gives people time to watch Susie Q's live stream so that they can see what DB did. So it's perfect.
Thank you so much for the picture, Rack. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And the
Did
idea,
you say where it's going to go?
Well, the idea is that it will go actually right above.
No.
Oh.
Remember? I'm putting all the discus pictures above my discus tank.
That's right.
When we bring it down.
That's right. Yep. We did decide that. We've got a picture from Jimmy. We've got one from Multi-Tank Addiction. We've got one from our kid. We've got one from you now.
Jimmy?
I said Jimmy. Oh. Jimmy, Chris, Kenzie, Rack. There's one more, isn't there? No, I guess that's it. Yeah. That's how many discus photos are going to go up. Drawings, paintings, the whole thing. So yeah, a wall of discus behind the discus tank. So that's going to be very, very, very cool. Lefty3213A again. All right. Thanks so much. That's kind of what I figured after reading up on them, but wanted to ask someone that's kept them before. Very good. Well, she has 4 of them right now. 4 beta sororities. So yeah, take that, Aquarium Co-op.
Yeah. Stop.
And he's seen all 4 of them too, and he saw that they were.
I don't know. I think he only paid attention to one, the 125.
I know, and you know what? Corey is not wrong when he talked about that. It is a challenge. Beta sororities are a risk, and it's not. It doesn't work for everybody, and it hasn't worked for him. So you know what? There's.
I mean, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that have said they haven't been successful. So it's good to look at the ones that aren't successful just as well as the ones that are successful. So you can gauge whether it's something you think you will be successful at, because you don't want to risk, you don't want to risk their life. So.
Yep. So I'm going to burn through these real quick. No disrespect to the people, but I want to get into the topic because I want to get the chat involved in the main topic tonight. But I do want to thank Adam Brady, Multi-Tank Addiction. Mine will be on in River Life slot. Oh, sorry, Chris. I just told everybody to watch that. So yeah, let's all watch Susie Q's live stream tomorrow because it's on replay. It's not live. We will watch Chris after this. Whips World Aquashella Startup Fund. There was some rumors going on around that Aquashella Dallas was canceled. I heard from a reputable source today that is not yet true. Now, again, this person could be wrong, but I heard that it is being talked about. But as of now, Aquashella Dallas is still happening. But I don't know. I just hope they delay it by 1 month. Then we can go. It'd be perfect.
That would work.
Yes. Cody G, welcome as a new member. Taco Cat. How about that? It took me long enough to figure that out. Welcome to the team. And Ricardo De Leon came back because I see the badge on there. Welcome back to the team. So what I want to do here, folks, is I want you in the chat to let us know, what are you going to be doing to pass the time if you are someone who is quarantined? I know I got a message. I don't know if this person wants it to be public, but I got a message from a friend of mine who is also a YouTuber just before the stream saying that his job has shut down, but he's on salary, so he still gets paid. The one we're going to name the fish after.
Oh.
That one.
Well, now he knows.
No, he doesn't know that. The new fish that I have for that tank is the coolest thing ever.
Well, don't say the name now.
I've never had one before. It's right there, actually. You just can't see it. It's got to be a surprise for the video. Lots of fun, and I'm excited. And I already have a name for that fish, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And there's going to be anyway, who cares? So I want to know from you, what are you going to do to pass the time? For me, it's going to be, like I said, business as usual. I'm the person that I'm not trying to make anybody feel sorry for me because I love my life. I go to work Monday through Thursday. My days are pretty much consumed by work. And then when they're not consumed by work, they're consumed by KG Tropicals. So I'm editing videos, I'm writing videos, I'm getting videos copyright claimed. I'm doing all of this kind of stuff. And so that's not going to change. I mean, I'm going to still be down here editing videos and making videos. I will be doing that tank hopefully this weekend. And I swear we are going to get at least one more tank moved down here this weekend. Hopefully the goldfish tank.
I was hoping you were going to build my racks.
Hopefully we're going to move the goldfish tank down here this weekend. Your rack is going to take a long time to build. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't want to rush it. I want to do it right and only do it once. So videos will be coming on that too.
It's hard to get good.
It's going to be done within the next couple of weeks because we got to get caught up on videos this week and then next weekend. It's going to happen next weekend.
I'll watch a video and do it myself.
My dreams have all come true. This is a beautiful thing that just happened here live on YouTube.
Do we have a handsaw?
No, you can use a steak knife. It'll cut right through the wood. It's no big deal. Yeah, this is a beautiful thing. She just said she's going to build her racks by herself. No, I won't let you do that. We are going to do it next weekend. That's a promise. Because we don't have to worry about any big fish deals. We're not going to be behind on videos anymore. Yep, and there will be plenty of videos about that. Her rack is, I almost said her rack is special. Thank God it's past 10 o'clock. Her fish tank rack is going to be, it's not just going to be a pile of 2x4s like they are out in the garage now. It's going to be something special, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's why I don't want to rush it. But what are you going to be doing? We got 30 minutes left to talk about this. What are you going to be doing to pass the time? And while you start typing all of that in, I will say thank you to Lady Aquatics. I had to tell a patient he could not get clothes or bottled water from his family. I also had to make the family leave the facility to protect my patients. Felt like a horrible person. Hey, you were doing your job. Yeah. And I know that was hard. But
it's got to be hard.
Listen.
Things are hard for everybody right now.
That lady yesterday was not upset with me because she understood the circumstances surrounding, which is why she said cancer isn't contagious. So I'm sure the people that you're dealing with knew that too. They know it's extenuating. You know what I'm trying to say? Extenuating circumstances. I don't know how you say that word. I'm not smart like Bob Steenfott. Bob Kaler, on the other hand, with $20, and he said, burn this. Just burn it. Just take this money and burn it. I mean, if the apocalypse continues the way it is, we might not have any choice. Steenfott Aquatics for Lisa's special rack. This guy, I'm telling you what, he's, thank God we're not allowed to say the R word anymore, because that's what I would use to describe him.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Lefty3213A just doesn't feel like he's given us enough money. Doing a sorority as a stepping stone to my first Mbuna tank.
Ooh.
See if I can handle fish with a temper. So far, the girls are good. Some flaring, but no fighting. I've seen been a week. Black neons as my buffer fish.
Okay.
Love black neons.
Okay, that's good.
All right, so let's see. We've got video games. I'm not going to read all of the names. If I read your message, I'm talking about you. I saw somebody said video games. Eat, and eat more. Really hoping I can still get in more plants from local hobbyists. PetSmart is really short on plants, even with their lovely new, bigger location here.
That's true.
Our local Petco has been really
not that great.
Oh.
Not with plants.
I went in there today and I thought it looked fine.
Yeah, the plants you got weren't even real.
Stop it. You're giving away the secret project. I didn't get them. You did.
Because you weren't going to do a good job, so I picked them out.
Her rack is still not as bad as when I would tell people that I was building a breeding room in my garage. Their response was, does your wife know this? That's amazing. I love that. What's up, Fish Fam? Hi, Candy, Bob, and Punchy. That doesn't tell us what you're going to be doing during the apocalypse. KG Tropicals, I'll be working also. My boss or bill collectors don't seem worried. Ain't that the truth? How many emails has everybody gotten, though? The power company, hey, we're not going to shut you off if you don't pay your bill. Water company, hey, we're not going to shut you off.
3 months from now, it's going to all be there, and it's going to be piled up. So
yeah, that bill's still coming.
Jeez.
Water changes and seeing all my fish. Separating all my fry into grow out tanks. Good move. I like it. Congratulations on all the fry. Uh-oh, it skipped. Yep, there it went. It skipped. I love the YouTube chat system. Steamfod Aquatics, if you need help filming Lisa's rack, let me know. I don't know what to do with this guy. I will be doing more art, playing with my dogs, and playing with fish and shrimp plants next month.
Nice.
That sounds promising. I like it. Punchy says, oh my God, Bob. And so does Candy Overalls. Everybody's... See, Bob, you're not just making me mad. You're making everybody mad. Zen Ginger came up with the pink fish emoji.
Aww.
I got to work on my emoji game with the channel members. I know they are old and they're not very special. So we got to work on that.
That's a cute little pink fish.
Oh, yeah. It's adorable. Yeah.
I like it.
I've got to get Lisa's bobblehead on there. I've got my bobblehead as an emoji. I've got to get yours on there too. Yeah. Dave Swearingen with the $5. Hi. John and Lisa, your super ick dip cure just saved my effort.
Oh, yay. That's awesome. I kind of made that up when we had the fish store and I taught John it, but yeah, it was my thing.
When there's a sick fish, I just tell her to fix it. I don't do that.
It was a lot of fun though. I mean, not to have sick fish, but to treat them and make them better. So I always enjoyed making them feel better.
PA closed down all non-essential businesses. No fish shipping for me. Ouch. Oh. Off for the next 2 weeks. Spring cleaning, maybe. Going collecting to start setting up a 55. I'm excited about. That's awesome.
That is going to be fun.
Our house, you do a good job keeping a clean house, but our house has never been as clean as it is now.
What are you talking about?
I mean, the grass is cut. The weeds have been picked out of the flower beds.
Yeah, the kids. Yesterday, it was so funny. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I said, hey guys, guess what? And they're like, what? You know, and we're talking about a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old. And they're like, what? And I said, CJ, you're mowing the lawn tomorrow. And Kenzie, you're picking weeds. And they're like, yay.
But they did it, and they did a good job.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Be careful picking on Bob. The Steenfot army will come down on you. Ha, ha, ha. See, I got the Steenfot army in my back pocket. That's what Bob doesn't know. They're on my side here. So he better watch himself is all I'm saying. I mean, I gave that guy a $10 super chat today. I'm wondering if I can cancel that. I got to check with YouTube. He's making me so mad tonight. Maybe I could cancel that. He got to 40,000 subscribers, and I can't believe it's 10:08, and I've just now remembered to talk about that. So even though you've been a buffoon to me tonight, Bob, and insulting my girl, congratulations on hitting 40,000 subscribers.
I'll say congratulations when you get to 50.
Ooh, there it is. Yep. Now, because you said the number 50, you know he's going to make an old person joke. You know that, right?
You said it.
I'm just...
Not Bob. You said it.
Just telling you.
I'm just saying you brought it up.
Watching old KG Tropicals videos. Beautiful. I love that. That sounds like a great thing to do while you are on your break. I love that idea. And watch them all the way to the end. Make sure. And don't skip the ads. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's a great thing. We've got a lot of really cool ones in the works too. So even some of the new ones will probably good for you. Buy plants from Corey. You can't go wrong there. We have a lot of plants from that man in this house right now. So I will continue to plan my new 20-gallon project and video games. Of course, video games. I'm going to tell you all something, and maybe something can come out of this on the stream here tonight. I've become obsessed, you don't know about this, with the game Brawl Stars. I'm obsessed with it.
What?
Brawl Stars. Yeah.
Brawl Stars. What's it? Is it about boobs or something?
Brawl, like brawl, not bra. I'm playing a game called Brawl Stars. What? No, Brawl Stars.
I don't know.
If anybody else plays Brawl Stars, and you're on a club or whatever it's called, put it in here and maybe I'll join you. My name on that game is Monk, Monk.
It's what his mom called him when he was a little boy.
Yep. If you watched that Tool episode, you heard of that. But yeah, that's, and Tool's coming back, folks. I saw somebody commented about it earlier. I think it was one of our members. I'm not sure who it was. Tool has not come out in a few weeks, but it's not going away. We are still going to do it. In fact, I'm working on one right now, so it'll be a lot of fun. And I love the fact that this person said, because I can't read names, it's too late at night, plan the 20 gallon. I love that people plan, because I've always been the impulsive person. I just go to the store, get the stuff, put it in, job is done. I love that people take the time now to plan it. And I guess right now we all have all the time in the world, right? So good deal there. Lots of grad school work to catch up on. That and taking care of. Went from 1 to 12 tanks in 5 months. Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to the club, Lefty. That's
wow.
We've all been there.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I hate this thing. I hate it so much. I hate YouTube's chat. This is so
it's
bad.
okay, Monk. It's okay.
Shut up. It skips. You don't. I don't even know how to explain it. It just skips, and it really bothers me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it bigger. All right. I'm sorry, but I think I might have missed some here. I was trying to go through all of them. So let me see. There we go. Okay, I found my spot. Spoiling my German blues and rummy nose. Rummy noses. I love rummy noses. You know that. Good job. Good on you. Watch your videos from the first one. From the very first one, that will take you a while. We are 3 shy of 550 videos. So get yourself a nice blanket. Stay warm, because you're going to be there for a while if you're going to watch all of them. That would be very much appreciated. I wonder if I can. Oh, I can. Oh, this is good. I can use the arrows. Let me find where I was. What fish can you keep with ram cichlid for profit in a 20-gallon high tank? Ram cichlid for profit. If you're breeding the rams in there, don't put anything in there, because their eggs are teeny, teeny, tiny. You're not going to have any profit, because it's all going to get eaten up by all the other fish in the tank. So keep your rams alone in that 20 and you'll make more money. Oh, and moving my beta to a 20-gallon with platies. Then he'll need algae eater fish. Nice. We are working on right now top 10 cleaner fish. That's coming out soon. Chris Ballard became a new member. Wow, we've got a lot of new members tonight. This is exciting. You said you were burning through all your super chats. Oh, he said, that's why Bob said burn this. Yeah, I'm way behind here. I get it, but that was still cute. I get it. Mean Mug Aquatics, I finally put in my central air system this week, just in time. Was it today, the first time the air conditioning got turned on in our house? It was 82 degrees here. Beautiful.
Was it? 82?
Yeah.
Are you exaggerating?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you. That's what the thing on my car said. Hanging out at home, liquid diet on Sunday, endoscopy, and colonoscopy on Monday. Ouch.
I've had those.
I haven't, and I'm not looking forward to it. Watch YouTube, watch fish, repeat. I love that strategy, Matt Manby, and thank you for the super chat. Go bare bottom quarantine for COVID-19. I like it. Zen Ginger, I'm just trying to see how long I can hide from my children. Ooh. That's fun. Yeah, ours are at the age where they don't hang out with us anyway, so it's not that difficult for us. Still working, thank goodness, not shut down yet, but it's day to day. It's
so good to see you in here, Allie. I've missed you so much.
Yeah, she hasn't been around in a while. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Just getting down here. What should I feed my guppy fry? You should feed them frozen brine shrimp. Thaw them out. Throw them in there. They're teeny, itty, bitty, tiny. Crush up flakes into a real fine powder.
Fine powder.
Fine powder. That'll work too. There's your answer. Setting up more tanks, doing more bioscapes, and finally doing videos. Contemplating daily vlogs. Got enough projects to film. You know who that was from?
I just lost my...
That was from Big City Betas.
Oh, okay.
It's about time you started making videos.
Completely lost chat. It skipped on me.
Oh, so it's not just me that it skips on.
It was the first time it's ever happened to me in my life.
Okay. Cuddle time with pets. Bad Bob is back. Yes, he is. John and Lisa, the world is depending on your content to keep us occupied. Getting ready for summer tubbing and rearranging fish and fry. Love it. More Bad Bob. Michael St. John with the 82 purple fish. I love that. Homeschooling my grandkids. Good luck with that. Oddball Aquatics with the $10. Just listened to replay of you talking about the auction. Thank you. I'm glad I made you and the fish fam and the club proud. Live, you're the best.
Live your best life.
I need to
homeschool John, apparently.
I mean, I just assumed it said you're the best because I saw your best. But yes, you're absolutely right. Live your best life. You did a great job, Haley, and I wasn't just saying that. You did good. Guarding my sheep and chickens. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Oh, wow.
Would you recommend neon blue guppies in a community tank? What'd you say?
Probably so nobody will eat them. I can't even get chicken at the grocery store.
She cooks a lot of chicken, so it's actually good for me because I kind of get sick of it after a while. Would you recommend neon blue guppies in a community tank? Yeah, why not? Sure. I love guppies. You love guppies. You have a tank full of them. I mean, the only issue with guppies in community tanks, make sure your fish aren't fin nippers because guppies have those big, beautiful fins, so you don't want to lose those.
You are 8 minutes behind, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah, you are way back.
Wait a minute. There we go. I'm going to turn all of the fish fam into art lovers by giving away little drawings every week. That's awesome. That's a great idea.
I would love to have some artwork from Pam.
Well, we've got it from literally all of the other artists on YouTube. Sam Scales, Priscilla, Chris, and now Rack.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got to get something from Pam.
I want my routine back. I enjoy my job. Plus, I have tanks at my job that I have to figure out what to do with. We are closed through April 17th. Whoa. Folks, you have to understand, the text on my laptop is teeny tiny, and it's late, and so it takes me a while. I know how to read, but it takes me a little while to get through this. Can you have discus with AC? No. If your AC is standing for African cichlids, the answer is no. If it's air conditioning, just put a heater in the tank.
We did know somebody, he came into the fish store and he said that he kept his African cichlids with discus and he was successful, but I would never recommend doing that.
No, absolutely not. Don't do it. And it's simply because discus are extremely expensive. Africans can be too, but they can also be very nasty. And your discus are not going to be nasty and they can't take a hit. So you do not want these frail, beautiful, gorgeous, expensive plate-sized fish getting destroyed by little 3-inch imbunas. You don't want that. So leave it alone. Get 2 separate tanks. It's always a good reason to get another tank.
Yeah.
Ordered some new guppies and plants to play with. Also, maybe setting up a 20 long cold water tank. Beautiful. Lady Aquatics working and then starting to gather my summer tubbing stuff. Something we ought to end up doing because everybody does it and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm okay. We got to do that.
I actually was talking to Rachel today about doing something outside.
I was not copying Michael's fish room when I did that. If our house, we're in the basement and then there's the middle floor and then there's the floor where all of our bedrooms on. She can be in the bedroom, and if I'm down here and I cough, she's yelling down, "What is that? Are you okay?" Like she's freaking out. So I have to kind of try not to cough, and then I have to tell her, "I'm okay. It's fine. Everything's good." And that's all the time. That's not just now because of our current state of affairs. It's always. She is that way.
Yeah.
Gilbert Sanchez with the $5. I will be acting like I actually would go out if everything wasn't closed. Is a long tank more versatile than a tall? No, it's not.
Ooh, because I just got a cold chill. That was,
Whoa. Maybe you're the one that should be checked out. No, because see, the thing is with a low tank, you are limiting what you can put in that tank. There's certain plants you're not going to want to put in there because they're going to grow too tall. Certain fish, like you see those angels back there, they're in a super tall tank. You're not going to be able to put angels on there because they get tall, So I wouldn't say that they're more versatile. I'd say if your intention is to break it up into sections, like the video Bob did with the girl that has the fish in a tent or the tanks in a tent. She had a 20 long that was broken into 4 or 5 individual. You know, if that's what you're looking for, you can do that. But I don't think that they're more versatile. I don't know. Having them tall, you can put a lot more things in there. Okay, let's see. Let me work my way down here. David Swearingen. I hope I said that right. Welcome to the team. I want to see Bob versus John one-on-one PUBG. Oh, Bob would win because I've played that game one time and I landed and died. I'm terrible at that game. I'm terrible at Fortnite. I'm terrible at every game on there, but I'm really good at Brawl Stars. So if you've got a clan in Brawl Stars. Anyway, mine are already really bored and they're fighting over who does dishes. Yeah, ooh. I mean.
Oh, so they want to do it. They want to do dishes? They're fighting over who gets to wash them? Lucky.
That wouldn't happen in our house.
Or maybe she meant they were fighting over who's not going to do dishes.
Natalie O'Malley, homeschooling my kids, rearranging my living room, clean, and enjoy my fish. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Allie Patton, here's the money back you gave Bad Bob.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah. I feel so much better about that now. Yes, the bigger footprint is better for many fish, especially bottom feeders. Yeah, okay, so Bedtime Stories is doing a good job of kind of giving the opposite side of the argument that I was given before. Like I said, you can do a lot of things with the shorter, longer tanks, but there's a lot of things you can't do. So
I want a tank like that.
I like those tanks too, but you can't say they're more versatile than a tall tank. You know what I'm saying? They're great. They're cool, but they're not more versatile unless you want to break it up into little spaces.
Yeah.
You should make a top 10 best old video highlight reel. I've thought about that.
That's a good idea.
I've thought about putting together a bloopers thing, which if I did that, it would be members only because there's a lot of bad words. So it would be members only.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't do that.
You'll learn what Lisa's mouth
Stop.
really is like because she can, but that just got really weird and I'm going to get a super chat from Bob about it. I've seen a lot of folks in Facebook groups growing sweet potatoes in their tanks. Have you all ever tried that?
Oh, I've seen that. That's cool.
We've mentioned to each other about it before, but not tried it. Not that we think it's bad. It's just, we just haven't. And it skipped again. Even when I'm using the arrows, it skipped. Lost my place again. I just want to make sure I don't lose any super chats. They're called reading glasses, old man. Hey, lumpy dog. I thought you and I were friends. My eyesight's fine. It's just late, and I worked all day, and, coronavirus and all this. Natalie O'Malley, what vape flavor do you use? I love fruity flavors. I do too. This is a strawberry milkshake is what it is. I made it myself. It's a clone of Mother's Milk is the name of it. I made it myself. It's nothing special, but it gets me by. Priscilla with the $5, and it just says, Heart Lisa. Just love Lisa.
I love Priscilla.
How old that discus can be fair and ready to breed. Thank you and God bless.
Well, I have some
Ours are like 4 inches and they're breeding.
Yeah, I've got 2 pairs for sure right now. For sure. Because one pair will start doing it over here and the other pair will start right over here like when they're done eating their eggs. So I cannot wait to get down here so I can put them in separate tanks so I can successfully breed them just to do it.
Wow, what is this Voltage Vince guy? What is his problem? Lord have mercy. Had 82 messages deleted by the super mod candy. Here, I'm going to view it because I forgot I can do that. Oh, he's one of those idiots that just types one letter or maybe not. I don't know. I think, oh no, it's not Vintage. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not Voltage Vince. It's Daniel Kim. Anyway, who cares? Thank you, Candy, for being on top of things.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody was spamming a question. That's what it is. Dakota, Daniel are quick and work well. Okay. Anyway, all right. So we're going to have to start wrapping things up here soon because 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes left. I mean, I think we've done well tonight. I think we've gone through what we wanted to go through. I went on my rant.
Job.
Shut up. I went on my rant there in the beginning. I had to get that out. I feel good about it. I'm glad that I did it. I hope DB was watching and DB can learn something from this because, you know, I just hope. There's always hope, right? So, what else?
Yeah.
What else do we have? Nothing?
Tomorrow's Friday. Again.
Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's a shoot day. Shooting video, not shooting. Shooting videos.
Yep.
We've got a bunch of videos that we're shooting tomorrow. So really excited about that. So
and the members only video and
yes,
tomorrow will be fun.
If you missed it in the beginning of this stream, I was talking about how I had a wonderful 10 things video that I did not put up on Sunday because of copyright issues, but I am going to make that available to channel members tomorrow morning. In fact, I'm going to schedule it as soon as we're done here. I'm going to schedule it so that it goes up at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Members, do me a favor, watch it, comment on it. Let me know what you think about it because I happen to love it. I will be remaking that video just with different B-roll, basically, is what is it going to be. All of the voiceover work that I did and all of the me in front of the green screen work that I did, that's all going to stay, but I'm going to switch the B-roll so that I can get past the whole copyright issue, and that will be released either next Sunday or the Sunday after that for everybody to see. But members are going to get the original video tomorrow. So please do let me know about that. Thank you so much to all of the new members that signed up tonight. 18 new members tonight. Oh, and wow. I'm really happy about that because I was afraid there was going to be a lot of people very upset with us about the whole change that we made. Just to recap real quick, we consolidated all of the memberships down to just the $5 level. So if you are somebody who was a member at a different level before and your membership got canceled, that's why. You should have had your money refunded, which I didn't say in the beginning of this stream. I forgot about that. There was no reason to avoid it. Your money should have been refunded to you. So there's that. Yeah, if you want to rejoin, we'd love to have you. And you'll get to see the new 10 Things video tomorrow. You will love that. Real quick, last one, 2 minutes left. David LL, what's your opinion on Hikari freeze-dried foods? And how would you use it for a balanced diet?
I wouldn't eat it.
Have we used Hikari freeze-dried stuff? I use the Tetra Jumbo Krill.
We use the Hikari pellets.
Yeah.
We tried it. But that was way back when we had the fish store in the very beginning, but we didn't use it very long.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I am a fan of Hikari. Yes, we are sponsored by Extreme, and we love that company. We love their foods. But I've been feeding Hikari foods for 25 years, and I like the brand. Sometimes when the brands get really big, people turn on them, and they're like, we don't like the big one, and I understand that. But Hikari makes a good product.
Yeah, I don't know of anything bad about Hikari.
And then Glass City Fish Witch became a new member right at the last minute. So guess what? Glass City Fish Witch is going to get to watch that 10 Things video tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So very cool. Welcome to the team. We're super glad to have you. Thank you to the other 18 members that signed up tonight. Thank you to everyone who watched, everyone who commented, everyone who super chatted, everyone, all of you. We're very, very glad to have you. It's been a blast. Thank you for letting me rant, and thank you for being followers of KG Tropicals. We have a lot of fun with it. Thank you to Corey for leading us in and bringing everybody over with the hashtag water. We're all going to go now over to Multi-Tank Addiction, and we're going to say hashtag what? You got 1 minute.
I got 1 minute. Oh my God. It's like the pressure. Hashtag.
Quarantine.
No. That's like the last thing people want to do, like say and talk about and all. Let's say.
Anybody have any suggestions?
DB.
DB, that's a great one. Hashtag DB, that's what we're going to go over there for. Beta time stories, I have heard, you are the one that I was commenting on before that mentioned something about Tool. It will be coming back. I'm working on it. We're going to do it a little bit differently. The episodes are going to be longer. There's going to be more of Steve and Karen. So that means it takes longer to write, longer to produce, all that kind of stuff. So a lot goes into that. And but it is coming, I promise you.
Lefty with another $2 super chat. Expect lots of chats once I get my Mbunas in April. And I can't wait because I plan on starting an Mbuna tank too. I've had one before, and it's definitely one of my most favoritist tanks ever. So we can start a Mbuna tank at the same time. It'll be fun.
Perfect. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. It was a blast. We didn't even hardly talk about fish the whole time. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us. Hashtag DB. We're going to go over to Multi-Tank Addiction. I got to do a couple things, and then I'll be over there. So let's all go over there and hang out with him. And we will see you next week.